Dan Graziano came out and said that he believes that Brandon Aiyuk will be traded this year. Um, the Niners are kind of in a predicament with Brandon Aiyuk. He's on his fifth-year option. We technically have him under contract, but he can choose to sit out and hold out and not play. He's probably going to be looking for about $25 million a year, and that's pretty hefty. We have a big salary cap dilemma. We're very star heavy. So the only way we could fit it in is if we renegotiate some of these contracts, restructure like Debo, Kittle, some of these guys to be able to fit them. But then that also puts us in a predicament with paying wide receivers about a total of almost 60 mil when we are one of the lowest passing teams in the league. I think we should keep Aiyuk. I think we should sign him. I think he's really important to our passing game and to our offense. I think our offense would fall off a cliff if Aiyuk is traded. But Aiyuk is looking for a payday, and I think he exceeded expectations with, where people thought he would be. He produced at a high level as some of these other top wide receivers, and he got a lot less targets than them. So, there could be a team out there looking to trade him, to trade a first-round pick for him. I don't think it's worth it. I think this is our last window. We got to run it back. We got to keep these guys our last window, and then, blow it up after. But I think it's really important we keep Aiyuk. Dan said that he thinks he'll be traded. We'll probably cut Juszczyk and Greenlaw and maybe restructure them later down, and then they can come back. But Aiyuk would be on a different team. And who knows, maybe the Las Vegas Raiders. If they traded us a 13th pick, maybe, but I still feel like we need Aiyuk, and him and Purdy are building a really nice chemistry, and I think it would be detrimental to Brock Purdy to have his number one passing option in the passing game to go somewhere else unless we replace him with another wide receiver. But you guys all know Kyle Shanahan. We get a wide receiver, especially a rookie, they're pretty much non-existent for the first year or maybe even 2 years. So he expects a lot out of them. They need to be a good blocking wide receiver, can't just be a pass catcher. So we need something now. We can't wait a year or two for a wide receiver to develop throughout the draft with if we replace him with the number one pick. We need a producer now. So it doesn't make much sense for us to replace Brandon Aiyuk through the draft because everybody knows Kyle is going to bench him for the first year. So we definitely need that passing option to be able to compete. So what are your guys' ideas on trading Brandon Aiyuk? Would you want to? Do you want to keep him? I say we keep him, but